Hello and welcome back to Sports Talk Radio. I'm your host Christian, along with
Jeffrey.
and
Nathan.
and today we're going to be talking about some of the potential best teams in the NFC. Nathan, what are your thoughts on some potential strong teams?
Well, if we're keeping it a buck, it's the Buccaneers. Uh, they kept the whole team, and yeah, they might have had a so-so record last year, but they know what the chemistry went up. So that's already a playoff lock. Let's send it to Jeffrey. What's yours?
I'm going to go across the country. I'm going to go out west, and I'm going to go with the Seattle Seahawks. I think that Russell Wilson will rebound. This is kind of a common trait for Russell Wilson. They're really good at the start of the season, and they start to lose that momentum towards the end. And I think, you know what, with DK Metcalf and that defense getting better, I think that, you can't look at the NFC and not have the Seahawks there. It's all.
Both of those are great picks. I agree with definitely the Buccaneers pick. They won the Super Bowl, so obviously they're going to be a safe bet to go with, and you can never count out Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Now let's go over to the AFC. What team do you think is the team to beat this year?
In complete honesty, the team to beat is gonna be the Ravens. Yeah, Chiefs and Bills are some killers, but let's be honest. I mean, we got who's that new pickup? That new wide receiver that the Ravens got in the draft. What's his name? Oh well, he picked him up in the first round. He should be a pretty good asset alongside of Hollywood Brown. And just look at the defense. You know, we kept Marcus Peters and just all around good team. And I can see them going as far as maybe the divisional round for sure.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Kansas City Chiefs, obviously. I mean, this team, back-to-back Super Bowl appearances, their first title in 2020. And, you just can't look at the AFC and not put the Chiefs there. I mean, they have the best quarterback in the NFL. And, their offensive line is improving. Defense is always great. And, Mahomes has got weapons around him. So.
And obviously the Buffalo Bills are always a safe choice. Because Josh Allen, he had a great year. That was definitely a career best year. You still have Stephon Diggs and that great defense. And also, yesterday we heard that obviously Aaron Rodgers turned down that massive offer that would make him the highest paid player. So overall, what are your thoughts on that, Jeffrey?
Well, Aaron Rodgers just doesn't want to play for Green Bay anymore. I mean, it's just simple as that. I mean, this is an organization that has failed him in the past few years, and they've, not giving him any help. And I wouldn't be surprised if I see Aaron Rodgers in a different jersey other than Green Bay this season.
And that is 100% true. What do I believe the Packers are going to do in this situation? I mostly believe that they're going to send them to the AFC rather than the NFC. Definitely not going to keep it in the division, and definitely not going to give them to the 49ers either. You don't want to run across that 49ers defense at all. AFC-wise, I can see the Raiders being in contest for that. A lot of packages that they could send over to the Packers that could still keep the Packers in playoff contention, but definitely not Super Bowl contention. And even this year, it's going to be a very distraught year for Aaron Rodgers if they do not make a move for him.
Oh, it looks like we have a audience question. So what's your name and what's your question?
Hi, thanks. I'm Spencer, and I was just wondering, with Aaron Rodgers, if he does, in fact, not leave or play for Green Bay, if he gets traded out of conference, who do you see taking over the NFC North?
That's a great question. I'm going to hit it with the money ball and say the Chicago Bears are taking over the NFC North, Kings of the North. I'm calling it right now. Minnesota, they have nothing to say. Honestly and truly, they kept almost the same players, and you saw what happened last season. It could have been no fans in the arena, but I don't see that as the case. And the Bears, they upgraded their offense. I mean, we got Fields and Dalton in the front line. Dalton's definitely going to be a great just mentor to Fields, and we'll see where we go from there. Jeffrey, what are your
Well,
thoughts?
I think it's got to be the Minnesota Vikings as of now. I think that if Aaron Rodgers leaves the division, the Bears might take it in a few years. But right now, it's got to be Minnesota. I mean, you've got a top 10 wide receiver in Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. And Kirk Cousins, he's always solid. He's a solid option at quarterback. Their defensive line is very good. Their secondary is very good. Without Aaron Rodgers in that division, a guy who they struggled with a lot in these past few seasons, I think Minnesota, you got to watch out for them in the NFC North this season if Rodgers leaves Green Bay. That is.
The NFC North should certainly be quite the interesting division quarterback-wise. You got the rookie in Justin Fields. You got the rookie in Jordan Love potentially if Rodgers ends up leaving. You've got Kirk Cousins, the crafty veteran, and then obviously
What about Jared Goff?
you have Jared Goff
Jared Goff.
in Detroit.
Those Lions.
Yeah.
Let's see what they're gonna do this year.
So that's all the time we have, and I've been Christian, along with,
Jeffrey.
And it's Nathan.
and we hope you enjoyed.